Let's go with it. Our first map's going to be Yonsu, guys, for Hero versus Deer. Yay. Yay, says the crowd. And here we go, guys, spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Yonsu, the blue Protoss player, Liquid Hero.
Still a lot of Hero fans in the house, man.
One or two, Kev, his opponents. In the top right-hand corner of the map, the red Protoss player, he is Deer.
Or everyone is just really excited to see PvP.
Canada loves Protoss.
Exactly 33% of the crowd was cheering.
Oh, man. Kev, I know you love this matchup, and I know that you're a huge Hero fan, and I know that you're actually like Hero's chief strategist.
Yes, Hero always asks me what not to do.
And how does he do that?
Well, he's asking me about strategic advice, and then he also likes to go through games with me, and then he listens very carefully to what I have to say, and he makes sure that he does the complete opposite of everything I tell him. And this has happened multiple tournaments on a row. And every single time I feel like he's taking me serious. But then when he enters the game, I feel like I'm watching a whole nother player.
So he's like, oh, Roddy, you would go Stargate? I think I'll go Robo.
It's like, Hero, you have to be afraid of DTs on the map. He's like, all right, 4-gate Blink Stalker. I was like, no! And Hero wins. Now, yesterday they played great against each other. I thought Deer showed us a very cool, variety in his styles as well. It's not easy to predict him, and I think the same can be said for Hero. What I do really love from Deer's PvP is that he's just so active and that he makes weird transitions. Like, going Stargate in PvP is not crazy, but going 1-gate Nexus and then Stargate, that's pretty crazy. Then you're kind of metagaming your opponent. The way that he was out on the map with Colossi as well, while he should have been afraid for Immortals and Archons, it just showed that I think he has great game sense. That's why I was so surprised that Al said that he thinks that Deer's PvP is not all that great. But either way, man, it's going to be very hard to predict both of these players.
Yep. Cybercores are finishing up momentarily, and that is the point where somebody's going to reveal their hand. The lone deviation that we've seen thus far is that Deer has decided to make a Zealot, whereas Hero is going to be opening up with 3 Stalkers.
Hero going for the double gateway opening. This could mean many things. He could expand behind this. He could drop a Stargate or a Robo behind this. He could even drop a 3rd gate behind this and put on some real serious pressure. Deer on the other end of the map and open up Zealot Sentry Mothership Core. Could just mean a 1-gate expand. Could also mean something #pretty dicey like Dark Templars.
Uh-oh.
But I don't think it's going to get dicey that early in the series. That would just be too much to handle.
Yeah. Too much dice. That's what Kev says to me every time we go to Vegas.
Yeah, it's because you have a serious problem, man. Well, Twilight Console's going down in the back of the base from Deer. Taking a look and see if he has a probe out on the map. This is the first probe, and this is a beautiful moment for him to send out that probe. It's too early for that first Stalker to arrive, and it's too late because that probe already died, so Hero has no idea about this. And if there's going to be a Python up somewhere over here, and Hero doesn't know, I still think it's going to get #dicey. Hero is going to add that 3rd gate, so this is going to be really cool. Deer's going to have to drop good force fields on his ramp. He's going to have to be safe, because I think he wants to go Dark Templars. Or maybe it's Blink.
He's got a couple gates down.
Blink.
Okay, there's going to be a Blink Stalker build out of Hero, who chases away. Oh man, does he have any idea about that pylon?
Doesn't change that this phase of the game, Deer is still going to have to be a little bit careful, because I felt that Hero's 3-gate kicked in a little bit quicker than the one of Deer, and with a little bit, I mean 2 solid chrono boosts. This wipe gate only 130 seconds.
Why does that Sentry have no energy?
Because he just hallucinated a Phoenix. Oh, if Hero would run up the ramp right now with 6-7 Stalkers, even though there will be a potent overcharge, Hero is indeed going to play, instead going to play it safe. Man, maybe he can idle in the corner and shoot at this pylon. Too bad Stalkers have big range. But at the same time, Hero is going to still try to run up the ramp.
Kevin, this is a big problem for Hero. It's 6 Stalkers against 2.
There is Photon Overcharge, man.
Okay. Well, Photon Overcharge is going to have to be used immediately as cast. And that buys, what, 45 seconds before
Yeah.
Deer's going to have to be able to fight this. Hero will continue. No, he's just going to go back.
Yeah, which I think is very smart, man, because he knows. He scouted everything. He scouted the Twilight console. He could see the lights going up. He knows that Blink is on the way. If he overextends his welcome, he's going to be caught in a position where he has non-Blink stalkers on the other side of the map, and he's just going to get sincerely out-microed, because there's just no way you're going to micro non-Blink stalkers against Blink stalkers. So I actually like what Hero is doing. We saw he has the robotics facility at home as follow-up, first Immortals on the way. And I very wonder where he's going to take it from here. He's probably going to get Blink himself, unless he thinks he's going to be able to get Dark Templars out in time before Deer is going to have detection. But I don't think that's ever going to happen, because this probe, he is destined to build a robo. He wants it so bad.
He wants the robo.
I'm not sure if the robo wants the probe. He's like, leave me alone. Walk me in and just go. Little ungrateful there, but
Ungrateful robo.
so most likely Hero is going to just do the same thing. You know, there are many roads that guide you to Rome, or in this case, Blink Stalkers and Immortals.
Protoss doesn't use roads, Kev. They warp across galaxies.
It's kind of funny how long this Mothership Core has been stuck in the right top side of the map. Blink is ready for Deer, but
one Stalker just gets obliterated by some good focus fire from Hero.
Yep. With this 2 Immortals, actually a little scary. Certainly if Hero is going to have Blink by the time that he wants to attack as well. Taking a look at the Photon, at the Mothership Core, he's going to have another Photon overcharge. But still, I would love to see if Hero is able to make something happen. This little Stalker is on a mission.
An ambitious little mission.
Yep.
Hero's pushing forward about as quickly as he can. Doesn't want to outrun his Immortals, though. It's 55 supply to 60. Very close supply-wise. And Hero, upon seeing one Stalker, says, I think I'm going to go home.
He's like, red alert! Stalkers never come alone. Well, this guy did.
He's the outcast.
Hallucinated Phoenix being spawned by Hero, he's going to get a good scout of, and he's going to have a pretty good idea of what's going on in this game. Worker-wise, it's very even. This game couldn't really have been more even than it is. I would say small advantage for Deer, as this Nexus is a little quicker. Then again, Hero is going to have the quicker Colossi, and he also has a stronger army at the moment, as he has 2 Immortals against 1 Immortals. Very, very even, Ben, despite different openings.
Yes, sir. 61 supply to 71 supply. That supply is mostly in the army. As we can see, it's only a 4 probe difference between these two players. Deer does have a 4 worker advantage that no doubt comes from the faster Nexus. Blink now finishing up for Hero means these guys are going to be so even in terms of fighting strength.
This reminds me of the first DBZ we casted earlier today. It's been a very action-packed opening, 10 minutes and 40 seconds, and roughly 500 resources have been lost on both sides combined. PvP in all its glory.
These guys have been doing a lot of puffing out the chests.
But it's been a very strategical game so far, and both players just doing most of the things right, not really messing anything up.
Hey, Immortals, what are you doing?
Immortals are strong, man.
They're killing Stalkers, they say. Yeah. Oh, and Hero's going to catch some of the Stalkers of Deer out on the map. One Stalker will fall. Will we see the blink? Hero does blink react. Wow, he gets 2 Stalker kills, and Hero's going to push all the way up towards the natural of Deer. Oh, hello, Immortals. On second thought. Oh! Hero gets away with one very low health Stalker. Kev, today I learned that Hero is half Canadian.
Sometimes we say it best, Ben, when we say nothing at all. Hero is going to try to go for a small Stalker hit squad, maybe on both sides even. Wow, this is like, we got to invent a new name for this. Is this like the 8 Stalker double hit squad?
It's like, it's 8 Stalker platoon.
This actually has the potential to deal a lot of damage. There is a Mothership Core here, can cast Photon Overcharge, but these 4 Stalkers might be able to pick off a lot of probes. Hero is very good with this, and here we go, man.
Yep, immediately 3 probe kills, and Hero will just continue doing what work he can up in the main base. Colossus is going to pop out. Reinforcements have arrived. Hero, you got to get out of there, man. It's getting #dicey. He's going to try to focus down a few more probes before he gets killed. Meanwhile, in the natural expansion, hit squad number 2. Couple more probes going to go down. Photon Overcharge being used very well, but not before Hero deals quite a bit of damage. A grand total of 10 probe kills there. Means that Hero does take a worker lead for the first time this game.
I love the fact he picked this one up as well. It was still a little bit expensive, but Stalkers are pretty expensive. Well, Damn jukes.
Just got a little bit more pricey.
Yeah.
Jukes for days, but it doesn't matter because I'm stuck now.
I mean, Stalkers are not that good anymore in this phase of the game, so it's not the end of the world. Hero lost all these Stalkers, but it would have been awesome to do a little more with it. Yes, he killed quite a few probes, but this was 7-8 Stalkers after all, and with 7-8 Stalkers on a different moment in the game, maybe he could have done more with it. As you can see, the supply count is in favor of Deer now, but if Heroes is able to buy a little bit of time for himself, get some Archons out on the map, as he is actually getting a Dark Shrine, which I find a surprising moment to get a Dark Shrine. Okay.
Hey man, every time go Dark Shrine. Whoop! Phoenix Scout gets shut down, hallucinated Phoenix Scout.
That's very well done by Hero, because now he's not revealing his hand yet. There are two Colossi on the way for the same time though. This double Robo here for Deer, which makes it even less likely that this is really going to pay for himself. He's also not producing any probes, man. He's still on 48. He's researching +2, he's researching charge. He's getting a Warp Prism. Do you think that this third base is real?
Well, now I'm starting to doubt it.
Because of me, isn't it?
You make me question everything that I believe, Kev. 48 probes out on the map means that Deer could just cancel it and go. I think he's going to let it finish.
Yeah, okay. He's going back to pro production again. Hero does have his Warp Prism on the map right now. I love that he actually showed the Zealots. This is like a small thing, but he's saying like, hey, this is not something like you really have to worry about. I'm just going to drop some Zealots in your main.
And now he's going to make a couple DTs, and that's just going to
so sick.
Yeah, this is just mind games at every level.
I love it.
Hero, an absolute monster. 2 DTs on the ground, 1.
How many observers do we have on the map for Deer? Only a single observer. Where is it? It's with the Stalker hit squad. That Stalker hit squad might actually be able to snipe this Prism, but it's moving in the wrong direction.
Oh, man. So the Prism will make its way into the main base. A Dark Templar into the third, a Dark Templar into the natural. Hero's in 3 places at once. Meanwhile, Deer's trying to do some harass of his own.
But these Dark Templars...
Surprise, surprise!
These Dark Templars, man, are going to deal so much damage on the other side of the map. This is going to be ridiculous.
Deer has only now realized his peril. He's doing an okay job. He's cleaned up the third base. Has the natural also been dealt with? So this is surprisingly well handled by Deer. He only lost 11 extra probes.
Only.
Oh. And maybe a Colossus? Nope. Hero's going to get out of there.
Okay.
Man, look at the Colossus count. There are so many Colossi out. 7 Colossi on the map for Deer. They're doing a tap dance on the Zonaga Tower.
Deer is going to try to be aggressive now. He's like, I had enough of this. You're investing in all sorts of tech at once while I'm building expensive fighting units. I'm going to try to make something happen, but he left 2 Colossi at home. I don't think he's going to be able to make the difference. I guess he's really afraid of the Warp Prism and a big Warp in, whether it's Zealous or not. I don't think that this army is strong enough to deal with this army, and perhaps Hero is aware of this.
Hero feels the same way, but Deer on the high ground does get the first shots.
With a time warp, it would be so sick though.
I think
Deer is playing with fire. 2 Dark Templars being unleashed right now in the net source, man.
Yep, they hate pylons.
It's actually a massive one because it's going to supply block Deer. So if Deer had any intentions of being aggressive with that army in the middle of the map, he can stall that plan for now. I still find this extremely risky if there would have been a time warp on top of this army. Either way, +2 is ready for him. Same can be said for... No, +2 is almost finishing up for Hero. +3 is on the way for Deer. I like what Hero has been created for himself though. Those Dark Templars were definitely worth it.
Yeah, 100%. Now we just see a little bit more posturing from our players as Hero looks like he's going to prepare to take a 4th base. Looks like Deer was also thinking the same, but...
I must say, I think that Deer handled that pretty well as well, though. That could have been way worse than just 11 work.
If I'm playing in that situation,
I would have lost 30, hands down.
Every probe. And probably 2 next side.
Yes, because it's so hard to deal with 3 Dark Templars at once when you only have a single observer out on the map. You have to pull probes everywhere. Deer made that look easy, but that's not easy at all. So I think he handled that very well. And now, of course, he's going to get cannons in every single base. And this Dark Templar can't catch a break.
He's trying so hard to kill a probe. All he wants is to kill a probe. It's not going to happen. The Zealots might get one.
He's like, you guys promised I would be close. I don't feel very close. I'm getting sandwiched by Zealots.
Another good defense there by Deer as he will march out on the map. Once more, 156 supply for Hero, 159 for Deer. The army supply is 91 to 101. Deer
Mirror much
is ahead, but it is very close in terms of
this is a nice little pickup here. A couple of Zealots are going to jump on this Immortal.
That's a great catch, and they'll also trade with a couple more Zealots, so well worth the investment. Maybe a probe or 2 going down. Deer does ultimately clean it up, but it was not for free.
The only thing that's definitely working for Deer, sorry, it's getting confusing with all these Protoss units out on the map. We have a little bit of Warp Prism Arrest once more in the main base, but Hero is going to use his Dark Templars to clean that one up.
I love defensive Dark Templar.
Oh, Mothership Core went down.
And Hero is going to get a couple of Colossi caught, and they're going to go down very quickly too, and suddenly Deer's pushing forward with some real gusto. Immortals leading the charge. Yeah. Colossi following suit.
And those Immortals are the scariest thing. Hero is harassing Deer in the main base as well, but let's look at this fight.
Another Colossus has fallen, and a third may go down here. Hero is now going to turn and fight, but can the Archons even get involved in the action? Zealot warp in. No, is that a Zealot or a Dark Templar warp in? And Deer's going to turn and run. The Immortal taking a little too much damage. One Immortal is going to fall. Hero has turned it around, but Deer wants to fight. No, he doesn't. He's going to keep backing off. Stalkers are going to blink forward, and now the Colossi are going to start to go down. Hero with a great turnaround.
Wow, what a sick engagement there by Hero, because I was actually kind of worried. And Deer falling back to his Archons. He will stabilize for now, but look at this massive Dark Templar in the main base.
Oh, wait. Oh, no. Huge pylon. 4 gateways in the Robo, unpowered. Oh, the other gateways are not going to have a safety pylon. That's okay. But Hero doing huge damage here in the main base of Deer. These Immortals may also go down. Meanwhile, at the 3rd expansion, another fight is unfolding. Hero's Colossi are trading very well with the Colossi of Deer. Every single Colossus should go down here. Hero marches forward, kills the last Colossus, and now it's just a single Immortal.
A couple of Immortals joining in the mix. What a crazy fight, Hero.
One Colossus. This Immortal's so mad that he can't cliff walk right now. If only I was taller.
If only I had a range upgrade. More Zealot weapons in the main base though. Deer is in so much trouble now. He has money, but he can't spend it.
Just ransacking the production. Hero also dealing with the Warp Prism in his own main base. He's on 4 bases, Kev. Deer is on 3. Hero has gateways. Deer does not. And
there is still Dark Templars in the main base as well. There's finally an observer here to help out.
There's still a Warp Prism in the main base. He can't warp in units to deal with this. I don't know that he can do anything, honestly.
Deer has so much money. This is so frustrating.
Look,
when
this
all
Colossus is going to die to Zealots?
No, it's fine.
Okay, he's very strong.
It's a Colossus, man. They're pretty good against Zealots.
Finally, a probe does come back to reestablish power on the gateways. That was all of Deer's production.
Yep. That's why Deer's money has been spiking so high. Hero's actually going to save his Warp Prism as well. But that was just awesome by Hero. I was a little worried, man, when Deer made his way across the map with all those Immortals. But Hero just had a great engagement over here. I'm not sure how he did it, but it was awesome.
130 supply against 80, and Hero with another nice catch. The Warp Prism narrowly escapes, but this Colossus is going to try to headbutt it. I dare you to warp in, Zealots. Down he goes. And Hero continues to dominate the game and this map. He is so close to a 1-0 lead in this series. 150 supply over 99.
Oh. That's a very nice catch there by Deer, though.
That Warp Prism will go down. A couple of DTs unloading in the meantime. But uh-oh, these Stalkers just blinked.
Have to be careful, though, for Hero.
Dangerous moment, and Hero will back off. These Zealots on the low ground can't do anything, but the Colossi still willing to fight. Look at that aggressive blink from Hero. 1 Colossus falls, and here come the reinforcements. Zealots swing around. This is going to be it. 2 Colossi sure to fall. Yes, they do go down. Hero continues marching forward. The Colossus is all by himself, just a single Colossus, a handful of Zealots against 150 Hero supply. Hero marches into the main base. The last 2 Colossi go down. Hero has done it. GG!
Wow, man. What a sick game by Hero. Just very, very well played, almost from start to finish, and using that trademark Warp Prism harassment throughout the entire game. That was a beautiful PvP by Hero.
And he